So let's continue. After the raindrops that he sees and the joy that he feels at the sight of rain, let's see what happens. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly, a strong wind began to blow. And along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Now, most of you will be able to identify these big drops of rain, that is almost the hailstones. Right? We have also experienced that during the monsoons at our end. And if you just remember your childhood, you might remember those few occasions when you have run out of doors and collected those hailstones, small and big, in bowls, and saying that it's ice falling from the sky. Anyway, once again, metaphorically, the raindrops are compared to frozen pearls, because by now the raindrops have turned into hailstones. Now here is the major transition, because what began as a pleasant sight, a positive sign of rain coming in, and then the rise of hope to a good crop and good money, suddenly the intensity increases, and what happened was a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain there were large hailstones. Now, when these hailstones dropped on the fields, definitely the crops began to get destroyed. Lencho noticed this, and immediately there was a transition in his mood, in his temperament, and this is what he said. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. Now, this was very unfortunate, right? So the hailstorm which he was hoping would pass quickly did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. Now understand, figures of speech, they are not restricted only to poems. Here in prose also you see that the figure of speech of climax has been used so effectively. When the author says that for an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year. Now, I'm going to repeat these lines of dismay, of a feeling of hopelessness that the family goes through, and the expressions which Lencho shares, because very often you will be asked to justify these lines. Now, here again, he metaphorically calls the storm. He compares, he doesn't really metaphorically call it a plague of locusts. He rather just kind of remembers the kind of destruction that a plague of locusts could have done. And he realizes, he shares with his family that a plague of locusts would have done lesser harm than what this hailstorm has done. The hail has left nothing, he says, and now there is no hope for any kind of earning. The entire night the family spent in deep sorrow, and then there is this statement that says, all our work for nothing. Such helplessness, because they have been working so hard, but man is helpless before nature. This statement, which I have shared with you right now, please give it a thought and try to note down whatever comes to your mind with reference to this statement, which says that man is helpless before nature. Then there's a next statement. He says there's no one who can help us, because try and understand, the entire area, the entire region is into farming. So what has come as a loss to Lencho is an equal loss for everybody. So when each one is in this state of destruction, what hope can there be of anyone helping the other? And then there's a final statement, we'll all go hungry this year. But obviously, because there is no crop left for harvesting and to be sold, and obviously, what other source of earning can or do farmers have? So it's a real sad state which Lencho, not only Lencho and his family, but all the farmers in that area have gone through. Let's just take in this section and try to understand the dip in the tale.